Hello everyone, welcome to August. This month I want to do something a little bit different. My main objectives for August are to relax, shake things up, have fun, and focus less on the have-tos and more on the want-tos. But first, let me take you back a few weeks when I first realized how much anxiety was affecting my life. Hey, good morning guys! I am on my way to work this morning and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I'm struggling with recently. A few weeks ago, I became aware of the profound level of anxiety I had been feeling and the impact it was having on my daily life. Once I realized what was happening, I was able to take a closer look at what was going on. I found myself on many days, just like today, on my way to work, feeling my jaw clenched and my stomach in knots. There were some days when I would get to work, sit at my desk, and I absolutely could not get any work started. My stomach was clenched into a ball, and I had this general jittery feeling. It feels like a spring is getting wound tighter and tighter and tighter, and can explode at any moment. A feeling of being overwhelmed with energy, but too frozen to do anything with it. And all of this would lead to me not being able to get things done at work and in my actual life. Not only that, but it made me more tired than usual and very irritable. Every little thing would annoy me to the point of rage. I think it's just all that internal energy that's pent up trying to escape in some way. And what finally made me realize that this is happening is that one day I reached for some snacks out of my desk drawer and I found myself stuffing these crisps into my mouth, chewing angrily and not really tasting any flavor. It's as though my mouth was dry and the food just tasted and felt like packing peanuts. I think my body just wanted to chomp down on something to again release some of that energy. Now, I don't have a lot of experience with anxiety in my life. If anything, I've only struggled with depression and a low mood that I just could never seem to bring up. So anxiety is a new adventure for me. Now, this is doubly frustrating because my logical brain does not see any reason for me to be stressed out. My job is just a normal office job, and although it may have some tasks that stress me out from time to time, especially ones that are not quite in my wheelhouse, but nothing that feels like it would justify this level of anxiety. So this is what I have been dealing with. And now I have to figure out what to do with it. With all of that said, let's take a look at my plan for August. I have a trip already planned, 2 camping outings, and probably some other trips I haven't planned just yet. Now that I don't have my office job, I am more free with my time, and I plan to take full advantage. I know, in the beginning I said that my objectives this month were to relax, have fun, shake things up, and do more want-tos than have-tos. That may seem a little contradictory with the fact that I have more goals than ever for this month. But please notice that more than half of these are fun goals, and the ones that aren't, I don't know, I'm going to work on trying to reframe them as more of a want to than a have to. Well, we'll see how that goes. So, for my monthly goals, I want to visit 2 new places, which shouldn't be hard with the trips I have planned. I also want to have 4 new experiences. This also seems like it shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see. I am not giving up on my goals of scheduling therapy and a physical. Obviously, I'm just scheduling this month just because I may not be in town with all the traveling. I also want to work a little more in my planner here. A lot of my yearly pages have fallen behind, and I'll show you that as the month goes on. And finally, I have my to-do list. For my habits, I will be tracking flossing, washing my face, taking my daily vitamins, drinking water, and having movement every day. The habits are actually another one that I'll try to reframe from the have to the want to. The morning view from my window. I've always found nature to restore me, and being in the woods when I can be truly present and tune in feels like a hug, even if I'm scared of the dark and snakes. Also, having the relaxing time with friends, eating delicious food, and hanging out by the campfire is always good for the soul. When I got back home, I bought some healthy groceries with a plan to make salsa, but I found a jungle in the garden where I was hoping to find some tomatoes. I spent a couple of hours for 2 days pulling some weeds, which, if it's not scorching hot outside, I do really enjoy. And seeing the progress is definitely satisfying. I will definitely have a couple of more dishes to do by the end of the week. And since I'm leaving on Sunday, I want to leave my sink clean. Of course, I'm dealing with this. The constant struggle of cat versus plant, vying for the same space on the windowsill. For my first week of August, I did the dishes twice. I did water my plants, I cleaned my toilet and sink, and I cleaned my kitchen counters. I also swept the whole place. The only thing that I did not end up doing is folding and putting away my laundry. And here we are at the end of week 1. My consistency is trash, but I was able to make a little bit of progress on my goals. I visited one new place I've never been. It was the new campground that we went to with my friends over the last weekend. I also had one new experience, and for me, that was going to an outdoor theater for a musical. The show was great, the talent amazing, but perhaps musicals are just not my thing. And that's about it. I'm on my way heading to a new week-long adventure.